Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader, and it's Monday, May 24th. These are the charts of the day. Starting alphabetically with Acme Packet, APKT acting great in this market environment, up 91 cents today, or 3.5%. You can see that the stock has been consolidating in this range ever since that big pop at the end of April. A breakout across 27.75 sets this one up into new all-time high territory and should get us a quick pop to the 30-31 range, my near-term target. Mid-30s intermediate target. A new one today, Caribou Coffee, CBOU, had a very substantial session. As you can see, the base that it built had resistance up around the 9.25 range. That was blown through today as the stock jumped from 9.30 to 10.60, closing at 10.30, up $1.05. Volume 644,000 was the heaviest volume traded since last summer, and maybe the key breakout volume that gets this one moving to higher levels. There is some resistance up around the 15.5 range near the IPO level, then that would be my training target with a short-term, very short-term target around 12.5. Cirrus Logic's been acting very well of late and accelerating on big volume. You can see the pop, pullback on low volume, another surge on heavy volume, another orderly pullback here, which has now tested the moving averages and bounced off of them. On Friday, the stock jumped 65 cents, another 40 cents today. It's right up against moving average resistance, but has potentially taken out the declining tops line today, and could make a move up towards the high teens, my shorter-term trading target, with some resistance around 15.75 to be contended with first. Coinstar, a larger cap, higher price stock that's been moving beautifully this year and has risen from the mid-20s to the mid-50s. Recently, the stock has pulled back and consolidated in a nice flag pattern. And expecting a move that breaks out of here and moves this up into the low to mid-60s, my short-term trading target. Delcath Systems, also acting very well of late. It's formed a big wedge. Was up $1.10 today, or 8% on 2.5 million shares, and appears to be ready to break out. If it does, I expect volume and price to accelerate. Some resistance around the 16.5 range. If taken out, it should lead to something in the 1920 area. Sprint Nextel had a big day today on a monster volume of 123 million shares. Gapped and ran, tested resistance and backed off. That resistance is from the July 09 high up here. But you can see several layers of resistance were taken out recently, and I expect this stock to test the May-June highs of last year up around the 5.5-6 zone, short term. Seed had a big day today, up $1.18 or 16.5%, nearly 3 million shares traded. The stock is up against moving average and declining tops resistance. Be very interested to see if we can get through this line, which is key resistance at the 50-day moving average and lateral price resistance. That comes in around the 9.5 area. My short-term trading target. A breakout through that, looking for a move that takes it into the 11-12 zone. Spectrum, SPRD, popped last week, settled back into a nice little 3-day falling wedge, turned around on Friday and then followed through today, backed off near the close. Resistance up around the 10 area, if taken out, could lead to a spike up towards the 11-12 zone. But the long-term channel shows the possibilities are that the stock reaches the mid to high teens on a longer-term basis, and that's what I'll be looking for. TTI Telecom, TTIL, talked about that over the weekend. Had a kind of an inside quiet day today, and it's consolidating in this zone with very low volume today, only off 2 cents. Looks like the stock can make it up towards the 3.25 range, my short-term trading target, followed by something up around 4.5. That's it for tonight. Those are some ideas on the long side. We'll try to get you some a review of the box of shorts tomorrow night. Bye-bye.